it's Gigi here with another new arrival. So soon from the last one, I know. And this one is another Dita Von Teese set. It's beautiful Vedette, which is a favorite collection of mine. And now it is available in curve sizing. So that means we have bras from 32 to 44 and some B cups and up to G in the 44. However, as I went over in my last video, our other most recent arrival from Dita Von Teese, the Julie's Roses and Chartreuse, it is important to keep in mind that the G cup is really like a double F because the brand skips the double F size. Bottoms are in extra small to 4X. Super excited to go over Vedette with you in new sizes and in a beautiful new colorway called Capri Blue. Super gorgeous color, super high saturation, really stunning and beautiful Vedette. So let's take a closer look. Let's start with the two bras. That's usually a nice place to start, just to go over. So the bras have a significant amount of difference in them, and what I mean by that is the straight size bras, so the smaller sizes, which are in 32 to 38 B to E, and then we have the curve sizes, which are 38 to 44 D to G / double F. Anyways, it's kind of interesting. They're both gorgeous bras. Again, I'm lucky to fall in a cusping size or an in-between size. A size that is in both ranges is what I'm trying to say. 38E. So I am able to try on both styles and get kind of a real fit experience in both, which is great. The smaller size Vedette we've had before. It is pretty much a true kind of balconette style, I would say, and it has these great plush inserts that I love. They look glamorous, they feel gorgeous, and they definitely give a little bit of an extra lift to the shape of the bra. It's a very like up and out projected balconette style. I love. I'm actually wearing a Vedette today because we were doing this video. One of my favorite styles from the brand. So that is, again, the smaller sizes, the 32 to 38. And then in the curve bra, they did a totally different style of bra, which is kind of neat. And it's definitely, again, as I found with the Julie's Roses, the curve style is definitely more support. I find both styles quite supportive, or enough support for me personally, but the curves definitely felt more support and more like less movement if I jiggled my body. So the curve style is more of a high apex plunge style. So still a super sexy cut, but yes, very different from a balconette. So the apex of the bra, this part comes up quite high here. And then it dips down quite low. So it's a super sexy plunge. And then the straps on the smaller one are velvet in the front. There's no velvet on these straps, but what I do like, the trade-off, is that the straps are fully adjustable. So you can make them as short as you need to, which I know in the past, very occasionally, I do get some clients who wish they could go even snugger than the snuggest on these half adjustable straps. So in the curve, it is a fully adjustable strap. You'll also notice the difference in the back. So in the smaller size, we've got that cage style back. In the curve sizes, we have a solid mesh that is definitely providing more support. I did find the 38 in the curve ever so slightly snugger in the band. It is important to note that Vedette does fit snug, even for Dita Von Teese. So this is one of those bras where I can get the 36F on, but I prefer the 38E. It's just much more comfortable. Most people choose to band up in Vedette, but interestingly, I did find, though the 38E in the curve size fit and is correct for me, it was a little bit firmer in the band, and I think that's because it doesn't have this cage style, which maybe gives it a little more stretch. I'm not totally sure, but maybe it's a firmer mesh they use on the curve, ever so slightly snugger. So then on the inside, the curve size does not have a plush insert, so it's all sheer. It is double layered, making it just slightly less sheer, but still very much, as you can see, very much a sheer cut bra. Super sexy, love this bra. Both have hook and eye closure at the back. Both have the velvet bow in the center, but again, yeah, so the smaller bra has the two bows here, but I guess they left them off this one because you've already got the drama of this high apex style. I like how it's all sheer up here, keeps it super sexy, gives it kind of like the illusion of a balconette, but more support. So, now that we've compared the two bras, why don't we look at some coordinates? I'm gonna start with the 36 to 38 band, and in that we have the two panty styles, which could overlap depending on your sizes and bras and bottoms. Of course, some of the bottoms might overlap, but this little bikini brief is available in sizes extra small to extra large. And in Dita Von Teese Lingerie, the extra large is a boutique 12, meaning it is cut for a 32-inch waist, I believe, 31, 32 inch, and a 42, 43-inch hip. However, I do find on these newer bikini briefs from Dita Von Teese in general, not always, but in general, like this one that has a lot of the mesh, quite a bit of leeway. I can get this on, my hips are 52 inches, though it does sit quite low, even lower than it is meant to. So I do recommend sticking to the size chart. However, if your booty is a couple inches larger than what it states, I think you'll be fine. So that's the bikini brief. And then we have, of course, the thong style, which goes from extra small to just large again. But I actually find this one easier to get on than the bikini brief, so in the large. So keep that in mind. Again, it's a lot of mesh. I, again, recommend sticking to the size chart. However, if you fall into the XL on the size chart, I think you will definitely be fine with the L and the thong. I don't necessarily recommend sizing down, but if you needed to, for whatever reason, I think you can get away with it because it's such a stretchy thong. So I do want to talk about the belts, but first I'm gonna switch out the curve bra here, which would match with the full brief, which is available in sizes extra large to 4X. And that's it there. I will say, interestingly, in the last full brief in the Julie's Roses, I found it to fit generously. I do not find that the case with the Vedette. I find it to fit very true to the size chart. And for example, in the Julie's Roses, I found that the XL was quite comfortable. And this one, the 2X fit me, and it fit me snug. I would not size down. I may even consider going up to the 3X if I wanted more length in the front. The booty, loads of stretch because it's all sheer mesh, and it's got that pretty ruching, just like the bikini brief. But the front has these gorgeous lace panels. That's what we didn't really talk about too much, because I guess because we've had Vedette a couple times now, but the embroidery and lace on Vedette is so beautiful and so special. It's got the big dots, and then it's got this like cross hatch design, and then it's got that eyelash lace that actually looks like little eyes with lashes. So anyways, back to the fit of the brief. I found that, yeah, because of these panels here, it fits, but it just fits in the 2X. And again, if you want more length, you may choose to size up in the Vedette curve brief. So then we have the beautiful, beautiful wide suspender belts. And this is meant to sit at your natural waist, like all our belts, with your waist being here, and it extends above and below the waist. Like other Dita Von Teese sets that feature a similar style of belt, Severine, Evelina, these belts don't have a lot of give. They only have this little bit of mesh at the back. And then the rest is that really beautiful but stiff lace and boning, of course. Lots of velvet on the belts, the little velvet bows. So, so beautiful. Very snug fit and with little give. So, for example, in most Dita Von Teese lingerie, I find the XL very comfortable. I could not get that on today and actually found the 3X to be the best fit, which is a little bit of a topic because the 3X is meant for, I think, a 35, 36, 37 waist. And my waist is more of a 34, and I found this snug enough that I would wear this size. So it measures 34 inches on the loosest when it's not being stretched. So it will technically stretch beyond that on the loosest setting, but I wouldn't recommend that too much because, again, when you're sitting, when you're moving, you don't want to stress this lace. So I actually recommend sizing up in the Vedette belt if you're able to. I did find it interesting. I actually brought the 2X and the XL here as well because, so that's the 3X, that's the 2X. And the 2X is actually measuring just under 32 on its loosest. And then the XL is measuring 30 on its loosest. And it is a little bit shorter. When the size gets smaller, it gets a little bit shorter, which makes sense. Anyways, going back to that, my waist falls in the size chart of the 2X, but I did not feel like I could comfortably, I felt like I could just do it up, but it would be so tight. And again, you don't want to overly stretch this if you can avoid it, just because it is mostly beautiful, delicate lace. So if you're able to, if it's available to you, I would recommend going with a size up in the Vedette belts. And then let's see the beautiful curve set all together. Vedette in Capri blue. So pretty. I did pull our royal blue nylons back seams because they look pretty great with it. And I thought some of you might be curious. So there's your answer. And then we'll take one more look at the smaller size bra and the matching there. Vedette in Capri blue with curve sizes. So beautiful. In stock now at Gigi's. You can shop online or book an appointment to shop in person. Thanks for watching.